Yeah, that's better. You can get it. Marvelous.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the channel, y'all. And look. Okay, look. Enough time has passed. OP10 is already out, and I think it might be time for us to show you guys how to be the best OP10 leader to hit the streets for our meta, and that leader is none other than Red Green Smoker gang. Let's get it.
Oi,勘弁してくれ。俺の姿でそいつに負けんじゃねえよ。
Yes, you heard me right. Our Green Smoker is hands down the best OP10 leader that was added to our OP10 meta landscape. With EBO2 coming out next month, GP Luffy is going to be running the scene, and this particular leader that we are going to be showcasing in this video actually makes a huge uprise in play once EBO2 and even OP11 comes out with all the power creep decks such as blue, purple Luffy. Fact, not an opinion. Fact. Smoker becomes an S tier deck once EBO2 does come out. So look, I think we already done enough talking at this point. Let's just go ahead and get straight to the content, gang. Let's get it. So welcome back. Look, we have Red Green Smoker in the deck on the screen right now. I have to just keep it a stack with you guys. This has to be one of the most spiciest lists I have ever seen our Green Smoker ever run. We're gonna go over every single one of these cards briefly, but you know, the spice of this particular list has to be this Isho right here, and also this Zoro. We're gonna get into that in a little bit, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and read what the Smoker leader even does. So it's a Red Green Smoker, 5,000 power, 4 life. Opponent's turn, your character with the Navy or Punk Hazard trait gain 1,000 power. Very nice in my personal opinion. Just really being able to have some type of defensive capabilities, pretty much lowering the cost of counter you really need to use for any of your characters on the board. And then it also has a pretty aggressive leader effect. Activate main once per turn. If you have a character of 7,000 power or more, set to Dawn is active. So as long as you have a character of 7,000 more, as you guys can see what's in the deck, we have a couple of characters that have 7,000 or more, such as this character right here, this Smoker, or even if you don't even have any of these base characters that have over 7,000 power, you can literally just go out into like a Zoro, put 2 Dawn on him, and now he's at 7,000 power. So it's really anything with 7,000 power. It allows you to, you know, pretty much abuse this activate main effect. If you guys really do tie this into this Tashigi, it does some diabolical work, just being able to always replenish 3 Dawn. Nonetheless, let's just go over every single one of these cards briefly, and then we're going to get into the cards you really just need to look out for, gang. So this is the leader effect. We already read it. This is a searcher. This is a really good utility red character, just because on your turn you get an extra 3,000 power, and if it gets destroyed you get a draw. So this is always a really great card. This is a blocker. This is some power reduction. This is just a spicy tech. Not gonna go over it too much. You guys can see it on the screen. This is Kid Staple, Doflamingo, shutting down everything. Blocker that protects all your characters that are rested. Searcher, this ends out games. This is a staple green card in every single green deck, just being able to freeze the 7 cost of lore. The spicy tech that I'm really liking, if you guys never seen this card before, let's go ahead and take a read of it real quick. On play, if your leader has a Navy type, rest up to 2 of your opponent's characters of a 5 cost or lower. So this pretty much has a blanket Hody Jones effect. So very nice, really crazy staple. I expect to see more people tech this in. Just this cleans out games so well right here. Another card we got right here is Smoker, staple boss monster, blanket protection for your greens, and then you got some events that this particular deck is using. Usually this all depends on flavor or what you guys like to run for your events, so don't really focus on any of these. But this is the recent topping deck that we just went over. Very nice in my personal opinion. Now let's get into what are the cards you actually need to look out for. Then we're going to show you guys how to beat this deck. So we already went over the leader and the importance of this leader. So the biggest thing of this deck is really just abusing these cards right here. It's this Smoker and this Smoker right here. if you're really able to establish this smoker on the board every single turn and getting its activate, man, you can pretty much get 3 Don back every single turn. If you times that probably like 2 or 3 turns, in 3 turns you have an extra 9 Don compared to your opponent. So the biggest thing about this deck is really just abusing the smoker's activate main with also its leader ability. At the beginning of the game, a majority of the time you're really just going to be setting up the board with the Sanjis, or even using this Zoro, because if this does get removed, you can literally just cheat this out once this is removed. Late game, you're really just going into your big body characters such as the Useless Captain's Kid, just really just being able to bring up a wall or pretty much freezing everything on the board, such as this Doflamingo, and then you really just end off games with the Hody Jones while in the process of freezing things with a 7 cost or less right here. But in a nutshell, the biggest thing that this deck really does lose to is black, which is another reason why this deck has gotten so much powerful, because there's really not too many black decks in the meta right now due to all the black hits that received on the ban list, such as Gecko Moria and Ice Age. The biggest thing, like I said earlier, about this deck is really establishing this. If you guys can establish a board with this smoker, this smoker right here, and especially with the Tashigi right here, I mean, if you can really establish these two on board and really just start abusing this ability over time, a lot of the times you're going to be so far ahead with Don, you're pretty much going to end the game sooner rather than later. Outside of that, the only thing I'll tell you you need to look out for are just these events. If you ever see them always have some Don up at the end of the turn, just remember this is 2 popular cards that they do use right here, and also remember they will always have one of these in their hand. Whoever wins this war becomes Justice, pretty much getting an extra 3,000 counter to your opponent's pretty much character or leader. So outside of that, also remember one more thing: when it is your turn, you do have a plus 1,000 on all your Navy or Punk Hazard type cards. So with that said, just pay attention to a lot of these cards that may have the Punk Hazard or Navy type, because they will have an increase on your turn, such as this card right here, this card, and I think that just might be it, or even this issue in this card as well. So just take note of that. So look, we already went over the basic strategy on what RG Smoker is really trying to do: lock you down and overwhelm you with the Dom manipulation they're doing every single turn. So the question is, how do you beat this deck? How in the world do you beat this deck? In my personal opinion, the first way to really truly beat this deck is board removal. Okay, that's the biggest thing, is board removal. And quite honestly speaking, I feel like that might be the only weakness. I mean, if you make him go first, you don't really see a difference. You make him go second, you don't really see a difference on curve. I feel like the biggest way to really truly beat this deck is board removal. And it's not just board removal, it's really removing the smoker. Okay, smoker is definitely what you need to get rid of. This is by far the most important thing. If you guys are playing against this deck, you guys do need to get rid of this card some way, somehow. Now, the biggest trick that comes around is that there a lot of times for board removal or just getting rid of anything on the board, they have things to protect it, such as this or this blocker. Okay, if this thing is standing, you need to remove it, especially if this isn't on the field. This is on the field, you guys have to get rid of this Tashigi first, then you have to go straight to the smoker. But the last thing you want to happen is be able to really stack up on these smokers once every turn on their turn, because it allows them to really just start getting a lot of card advantage with the fucking Dons. You get what I'm saying? I mean, if you have 2 of these smokers on board, that's an extra 2 Don plus the leader effect as well, getting an extra 2 Don. You're pretty much getting almost 5 Don back every turn they're allowed, if they pretty much can stack this. And outside of that, I don't really see another way to really beat this deck. The biggest thing this really does lose to is board removal. That's really about it. If you guys have any other idea on how to beat this deck, let me know. But from what I understand, the biggest thing that this thing loses to is board removal, just getting rid of the Tashigis right here, or the 8-drop kids as well. So you know, that's all I got for, you know, how this deck functions and how to truly just beat this deck. It's a very solid deck. It's an S tier deck, and that's the reason why you guys only see maybe 1 or 2 weaknesses that this deck has. Is that's just how solid this deck is, fact, not an opinion. So we already did all our talking about, you know, how to beat this deck, cards to look out for, and whatever the case may be. Let's go to get straight to the games, gang. Let's get it. So we are back, but none of that matters because this is YGOD. Yellow gang or die. YGOD. Ooh. Shout out to all my delinquents.
Yeah, I smoke that strong a lot. Yeah, I need some what you got. Half a pound of lead. that pack the lemon drop canary.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back. We are back. It is time to put Smoker in a pack, and that's a fact, not an opinion. Look, we're going second. We're going to lead off with the Makino. We're going to reorder life. We have two choices here. We could put the baby Luffy on top, but you know, if he is a very, very good player, he's not going to attack because he's going to starve us. So if that's the case, we are going to leave our power up Luffy's because next turn we do have a Garp Surge. He actually is a bad player by attacking us. Unfortunate.
So that was a f***ing lie.
I mean, when you play against lower level thinkers, it just ruins the whole entire vibes. Am I right or am I right? You got one answer, so just go ahead and let me know. We actually draw the Luffy. And also, when it comes to this deck, like I said, the biggest thing is board removal. Board removal. And good thing we do have Ice Age Jr. in our hand. We're going to go ahead and use this Hiyori. We're going to just put back the power up Luffy, bounce back. Should we use the leader ability or not leader ability? Power up Luffy? No, we're not. We're just going to attack at 7 because our last card in our life is the Luffy. And the only reason why we do know that is because we used the Makino in the beginning. He actually goes into the devil himself, the person we all have to look out for, the cringe lord bitch, Smoker.
Bitch.
Smoker does come in really, really beefy and actually brings out the Sanji. So this isn't really looking too good. We really have to get rid of that Smoker, but good thing we do have the Ice Age Jr. and he does not have a Dashiki on the board. We're going to use power up Luffy, use the leader effect. We're just gonna bring back a power up Luffy, a Rock Luffy, and put a power up Luffy at the bottom because we can always get rid of that with our own personal power up Luffy we have. We're gonna use Ice Age Jr. on that Smoker. Like I said, the number one thing to really beat this deck is removing that Smoker so they do not get any Don advantage. We do not want to get behind. Then we're just gonna attack at 8 and then attack at 9. Let's see if he actually blocks out, because he's going to be taking a lot of pressure here. Attack at 9, probably going to take that. He only has 1 life left. We're actually looking really, really solid here. Very, really solid. We look like in a great position. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna just keep it a stack with y'all. This is an S tier deck. Once EBO2 comes out and GP Luffy is here to fuck yo bitch, because that's exactly what's going to be happening. So if you guys have a hoe, make sure you hide her once this EBO2 set does come out.
Hey there, SpongeBob!
Just make sure you guys really understand how to play against this deck. Okay, so he goes out into Monet, have some power reduction to pop our Luffy, which is completely fine. And then, or he actually brings down our power and then uses Gum Mole Gun. I think that's what it is, right? Mole Gun. So unfortunate. He does have the Sanji out. He's going to attack us at 8. Should we just take this? We should take this because we do not have another power up Luffy. And let's see if he tries to attack us for game. That's fine. Just applying pressure. That's fine. And we're just going to counter out the 2K. We actually got the Sabo. That's exactly what we needed. We're going to do a Garp search. We actually do not get a baby, which is unfortunate. Let's just go ahead and just get the Sabo here. We have 7 down left. At this point, I think what the move is pretty much we have to get rid of that Sanji, right? We have to get rid of that Sanji. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna end up attacking that Sanji with the leader. I think that's probably what the move is. Probably just attack with Garp, attack with Luffy, while going into a Sabo. 1 extra life. Yeah, that should be good. So let's just go ahead and use leader ability. Get rid of the Sabo. We're gonna put these 2, bounce back for the Sabo. I thought this is the F tier deck. F tier deck. F tier deck. And we're back with the F tier deck. We're gonna discard 2. We don't really need these 2 because he does not have any big bodies on the field right now, and he's getting kind of far behind because he only has 1 life. So like I said earlier at the beginning, the whole entire turn, we're just gonna put 3 Don on the Garp. We're gonna put the 3 Don on the Garp, and we could attack this Monet, but I feel like what we should be doing is attacking the Sanji. That's the Sanji right here. Yeah, the Sanji right here. This attack probably give us a 2K, and then we're gonna attack it again with this Luffy here. So the big thing right now is that he's actually getting pretty far behind. And if he does want to save this, that means he's probably going to go into Hoodie Jones next turn. He does go into Hoodie Jones. That's the only reason why you'll save this, to try to really go for game. Takes his last life, which is fine. You pretty much just lost. He does have 4 Don. You can attack at 7. He needs 3 Don for Smoker, so that's 8. So he can attack at 7, 8, 8, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to attack at 7, counter out with Sabo. So he's going to attack at 7, 8, 8. That's exactly what he's going to do. Yeah, 7, 8, and then we have the counter for this. Yeah, we have the counter for this. Get rid of that. And then he's probably going to attack my Sabo, right? Or he just knows this is game. He can't do anything. He literally just went for game. And he just got goobed. You hate to fucking see it. What a fucking loss.
Stupid. I'm not going to let you get the chance.
He's going to go into my Sabo here. Maybe I should have let him cleared my life. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to be attacking for 15 anyways. Full F face. So, like I said, you remove that Tashigi. Or not Tashigi. If you remove that Smoker, this deck pretty much folds. The biggest thing about this deck is pressure, aggro, and then if you can aggro down a wall in the process of removing that you know, Smoker, they pretty much give you that handshake like what this guy just did. Actually embarrassing. Let's go ahead and get straight to our next game. So we're actually back with the F tier deck. Look at this, look at this. We are here with the F tier deck. See, that's exactly why I tell you guys don't tell or talk about anything with anyone when it comes to the meta. Facts. I remember in OP10, let's go out and just go out to this baby Luffy. This deck does not have board removal as well. So let's just go out to the ace. I'm sorry, I said Luffy. I meant to say ace because we do have the big ace in hand. He's going to attack us at 5. That's completely fine. We have 2 aces. I've really been liking the aces. But yeah, don't listen to anybody in this whole entire realm game. I remember when OP10, everyone told you BY Luffy was dead just for everybody to bring BY Luffy of all of OP10. Literally gaslit you for you guys not to even play BY Luffy. Pretty much everybody told you that. So that's what I'm saying. Don't...
The deception! The betrayal, man. You deceived me.
Just tap into us over here. We know what the hell we're talking about. No reason for us to lie to you. Okay. Anyways, it is their turn. He actually goes out to that Tashigi Smoker combo I initially warned you guys about when we first started playing. Not playing, but started this video. I mean, you get these 2 cards on the board. If he stacks up another Smoker, we're going to be in a really, really bad position. But the biggest thing right now is getting rid of the Tashigi. This deck does not have board removal. So you know, I think we still might be looking good because we do have not only do we do need a Rocket Luffy. I think we just get the Luffy, right? Luffy is probably the most ideal thing. Yeah, just get the Luffy. We truthfully just need, oh, we actually got the searching card. Okay, cool. Quite honestly speaking, I think Rocket Luffy, we don't get the Rocket Luffy. That's unfortunate. That is actually really, really unfortunate. I'm gonna just attack at 5 and just apply pressure with this ace. I think that's what we're just gonna do. So I don't really want to start taking our life if we can't spin back, and we won't be able to fully spin back if we do end up taking our life because we only have 1 Flampy. S tier deck. What happened to our F tier deck? F tier deck. Yeah, this is F tier deck. You know what I hate the most is when motherfuckers always try to tell you how good your deck is when they don't play the deck. I mean, it's the most cringe thing. The motherfuckers telling you shit and they don't even play your deck. I mean, just bona fide haters, or they're fans in disguise. That's what fans in denial. That's what we call them. I mean, they're literally fans in denial. Fact, not an opinion.
Jafar, he's our man if he can't do it. Right.
That's why I said anything that you guys really like to play, just play it. Don't listen to nobody, especially with these bad takes. All these frauds are pretty much giving you guys. It's opponent's turn, Jim's turn. He does have a crazy looking board right now. You guys are wondering how come I didn't go into the ace instead of the power up Luffy, just because I can clear my life with power up Luffy with the Flampy, which will allow me to spin. I already have a body on board. I think that was wrong. I don't think he should have got rid of my ace. I think he should have got rid of my Luffy, which is I don't even know why he even did that, to be honest with you, because now I'm gonna be able to clear life, take a life. So I'm gonna be getting 3 cards. Yeah, 3 cards. I'm gonna be getting 3 cards next turn just from him leaving power up Luffy on the board. So I think that was a wrong play by him, and I didn't have my boost, which means he could have trashed my Monkey D Luffy there. Very trash play on his part, but
know your fucking place, trash. Fucking robots.
Doesn't matter. If you're gonna misplay or not know what you're doing, that's completely fine with me. As you see, we just cleared our whole entire life. We have Kuzan. We actually have everything. Actually, we don't have everything. We do not have a Sabo. We do not have a Sabo. And we can't remove anything else right now. We have to just get rid of this Tashigi right here. That's on board. This Tashigi right here. Because I really want to get rid of his smoker. But that protects the smoker. So I think let's just use leader ability here. Get rid of Rocket Luffy. It's unfortunate because we do not have the Sabo in our grave or in our hand. Put the Rocket Luffy on top, bounce back. We're not going to go into our ace here because I do want to have some type of protection by having that extra life there. We're going to pop this Tashigi. Still don't get the fucking Sabo. Holy shit. Okay, we still are missing the Sabo. Quite honestly speaking, I think we just start attacking like crazy because we do have the BB Ice Sage in our hand and also a Luffy for next turn as well. So I think we just start attacking at face. Attack at 9. Should we attack with Kuzan? That's the thing. Attack at 9. Takes it. Because we could do 9-7-9. Or we could do 9-9 and bring out a baby. I think that's probably be the most ideal thing to do, right? He actually used the trigger. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm thinking about what move I'm going to do. Attack at 9. He actually takes that, and then we're going to actually probably go out into let's go into Luffy, just so we can have a baby Luffy on board and we can pop something on the board as well, so we can literally pop everything in his deck with this Ice Age Junior. His turn. He might go for game here. I think he might actually have to go for game here. Might see a Hody Jones right here, because if he brings out a Hody Jones, he'll be able to get 3 Don back, and he'll have a pretty decent sized board, to be honest with you. I think that's what the move is really looking like right now. Okay, this guy's going to Hody Jones. That's fine. He rests everything on the board, so I think he might go for game here. And since I have so much counter, I'm gonna mix him up. I'm gonna make it seem like I don't have any 2Ks. Goes on to Hody Jones. He has 5 Dom left. I'm at 7K. And I'm literally going to fucking spin him up here real quick. I'm gonna make him think I don't have any 2Ks. I'm gonna make him think I don't have 2Ks, because if I can get past this turn, I win next turn 100% of the time. We're probably gonna have to get rid of our whole hand here, which is fine. So he attacks us at 8 with Smoker. I think we just give him 2. Just give him 2 Luffys, make it seem like I don't have any 2Ks. Yep. So he can attack for 3 times. I need to be able to counter out. I can probably bluff this one more time if he attacks us at 8. Might try to do 8, 9. So let's get rid of these 2. Power up Luffy and probably a Sabo, since we have not been able to see our Sabo all game. That's fine. So he probably thinks we do not have a 2K. Yeah, he thinks I don't have a 2K. Little does he know, we've been fucking bluffing him this whole time. Give him this 2K. Now he's probably saying, fuck, you had a 2K this whole time? Yes, I did, pussy. Hurry up. I'm trying to fuck your bitch, gang. What's going on? Attack at 2, that's fine. You pretty much just lost. You're gonna attack my Smoker, but since you are going to attack me with Smoker, my ace doesn't even get bottom decked, so very insane. We can actually do leader ability. We can bring out 2 aces this turn. We can bring out a regular one at 8 or 7, and then yeah, this is game. This is like way past being game. I think we just attack at 7, attack at 9. Yeah, attack at 7. Make him use 2 counters, or 2K of counter, or 3K of counter. I'm sorry. Counters out. Yeah, that's pretty much. It's Jove. It's fucking Jover. It's Jove. Put 1 on Luffy. Attack at 9, and I can attack at 9, 9, 9. Pretty much with all this down I have left. 9. That's it. It's Jove. It's fucking Jove. I thought this deck sucked. What happened? What happened to all these people saying, you know, all these meat writers and everybody else telling me this deck sucks? I'm telling you,
I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, and nobody can hang with my stuff.
BY Luffy is a probably a B tier deck. If you're Shice, it's S tier. But yeah, this is pretty much what we got for the game. You literally just got your bitch fucked. Gems, sucks to be you, but it is what it is. But this is how you pretty much pack up our Green Smoker, the S tier deck, once EBO2 does hit. Look, that's all I got. If you guys do have any more notes on how to truly beat this deck, let us know below in the comments. And yeah, y'all, that's all I got. But look, before I go, if you was feeling the vibes, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It all go.